wake up with these crow's feet, but I ain't losing no sleep. I reckon I'll be okay. They show that I am OG. Go ask my little homies.
Hit
They
it.
follow so they know me.
I already did.
Hit.
All right, so we're here this week, just ready to fucking pop off. Wait, you can't swear in the first minute or you get demonetized, right?
Is that
Probably
true?
chronotized.
I don't, well, we're
know.
not making money, I guess. Why am I worried?
Wait, so do they take a chromosome or do they add one? Because
I haven't read the fine print, but I think either way, you're going to be left thinking different.
I mean, you're somewhere in between the two,
Yeah.
which I
This
guess
is the
means you're normal.
Findings podcast, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
It's your boy, Jerbeans, graphic artist, photo editor, phenomenon.
He is. He just won't show it.
Philanthropic, philharmonic. You
He
know,
does harmonics. He does pinch
I've
harmonics.
seen it.
Exactly. Squidloo to do.
Hammer ons, hammer offs, with or without the scooter stick.
With or without scooter stick. I saw that clip recently.
Oh, dude,
I
that's
still
such a
love it.
good. I gotta go back and watch that shit. That is still probably, I hope, amazing.
It's
I know,
probably
it's
not
funny.
Joe Dirt, everyone, if you don't know.
I don't know. I think I would still find some funny in it. It's kind of like all those the comedy actors of like the 90s. Not all of them, but the group of them that fall under the umbrella of Happy Madison.
Yeah.
Like they made such great movies. Was it 90s, early 2000s? I'm sure
Yeah.
it blended. And
Is
then
David
they
Spade a part of that?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
and then
That's
they
cool.
just went fucking cheese dick bullshit comedy. Was it
True.
Grown Ups? What the fuck is the one that I'm thinking
Well,
of?
just all of them.
Well, yeah,
after
Grown Ups
that,
was
pretty much.
bad. Jack and Jill was bad.
Jack
Dude,
and
people
Jill.
love Grown Ups.
I know.
I've heard people be like, it's the best movie. I'm like,
I didn't really
I-
like 50 First Dates myself,
it's just
but a
too
lot of people
much.
really like that one.
It was
I
all
wasn't a
right.
big fan.
hard
There
to
was one
watch to me.
serious one that Adam Sandler did that I did enjoy. Haven't watched
Click?
it in 10 years. Huh?
Click,
John Wick?
click,
John
John Click.
with Adam Sandler.
No,
Click.
it was
Punch
I think
drunk.
it's
Fuck.
Rain Over Me, Rain on Me.
Funny
Oh,
people.
dude, we loved that one.
See, that one was good, and he was a
Pearl
serious
Jam?
actor. Yeah, the Pearl Jam cover at
Fucking
the end
sick.
it was good.
Oh, I thought it
I
was
haven't
called
rewatched
It's
it. Don't
Raining
Zach,
Man.
shut the fuck up. Okay.
I
you
think
can
it's
talk.
Purple Rain.
All right, I'm going home. You guys can do this
Purple
one
Rain.
on your own.
All right, Zach went home. Now he's at home.
Oh, good to have you from home.
Chocolate
Okay.
rain.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Only if it's serious.
What shade is your dick when it's unaroused?
You know, for a straight
White.
man, you sure ask a lot of dick questions. What size is it compared to a spider? Did you fuck Flarp? I mean, dude, come
What?
on.
Well,
Does it
everyone wanted
taste
to know
good?
I
about
don't.
it.
What?
Everyone needs to know these questions. But what I want to know is
Wait, are
why
you
did
done
you
head of
bring?
your
dick
dick
Why
is
did
the
you?
same color as
Yeah.
your
Well,
lip?
why did you bring it up? Is your dick weird when it's unaroused? Do you got a purple bound?
Dude, Jake's got a dark Afghan.
Do you got Don's green dong?
It's dark. It's like an elbow. Like when your elbow skin is not
It's
stretched.
like a baby's arm.
It's a darker hue, which both of you guys have darker dicks when they're soft. Admit it.
No, mine
Yeah.
mine looks like that that monster on Monster Hunter that's like blind and it's like white in the cave.
Oh,
And it's
the
so pale it's like see-through and
Kuzu
veiny,
or something like that?
blue veiny dick monster.
it's pretty
I was
gross,
picturing like
dude.
a pink pigtail, like the swirly.
Yeah, my dick doesn't look like that. That'd be horrible.
Big pigtail.
Like
Oh,
on that
shit.
that dream sequence on Louis. That was such a good episode.
Oh yeah.
He
check
like
that out.
dreams that he's like gonna basically go do a stand-up set. And they're like, get up there. And he looks down and he has no pants. And there's just like this weird, like skin colored cinnamon roll where his dick should be. And he's just like, "Ah."
What the fuck?
It's
Dude, that's
so
such,
good.
I mean, just that same dream can be like the format of that dream makes so much sense.
Everybody's
all
got
had this dream.
interpretations.
But we've all had this dream. I had this dream like a month ago, and I'm turning 35 next month. I'm in high school. I haven't shown up to any of my classes, and then I'm in my class, and they're like, present your thing or
Yeah.
do the test, and you're like, I don't know anything.
Well, dude, it's like I have a version of that same dream that's like, it's basically the same thing, but at our school, as you guys know, we had like that weird setup with like A days and B days.
I do
Yeah.
remember that.
So you would do certain classes on one day and then your other set of classes on the other day. And that way you could have longer classes and whatnot. But I'll have a dream where I just go to school and I haven't been there in so long and all that. And I'm like, is it A day? Is it B day? What class am I?
Yeah.
And I'll just be in the halls not knowing which class I'm supposed to go to.
And dude, like the dreams, it's not even the same school. Like you don't know where your locker's at. Like you don't have your backpack. There's always like weird elements that just make it super confusing and just horrible.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, that it happened to me in real life too. Like a version.
I was
of
gonna
that.
say the same because we skipped school so much, or at least I did.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
literally, when I went back,
Yeah.
be like, "Oh fuck, whose class am I supposed to be?"
But like I had it, so I worked at this call center, and I'm just not gonna say names just for safe reasons, but it was like
Pete's call center. It was called
Pete's call
Pete's.
center.
It was rad.
It was a
Big
credit
red
card
building.
company that we worked for, but none of that matters to the story.
Capital None.
Basically, I just didn't want to work there anymore, and I didn't go to work for like 6 weeks probably. Like it was something excessive, and I just didn't call or do anything about it. And they called me one day and they were like, do you want your job? And had like a big talk with me about it. And they like,
For 6 weeks.
yeah. And they basically talked me into staying. So I was like,
Wait.
okay. And they're like, hey, come in tomorrow and all this. So I go in the next day and it was like everything had been moved. They had a new phone system they were using. Everyone was sitting in a different place. Everything was
You
all
did
different.
walk into a dream.
And I
And
like,
there's not it's not like they have someone there to be like, hey Zach, I'm here to get you back on board.
no,
It's just like
Yeah,
everyone
dude,
just
it's-
working.
yeah, that's what it was. And then I just came in and I like sat down and I like joked to my neighbor or something. I'm like, oh, we got a new phone system. And he's like, oh, you haven't been here in a while, huh? I'm like, oh shit.
Oh God.
But I
I'm
seriously
sure there's
just
new
like,
software and shit you have to learn.
yeah, and I was gearing up to go, and I remember I just like took my headset off and just left. I was like, no,
Dude.
I
That
forfeit
is
this
that's
job.
that dream. It's the same thing. Wait, Z, does this company rhyme with renter martyrs?
Yeah,
Martiners? Do you remember when I got fired from
Yeah.
them? Which is crazy. You left for 6 weeks unannounced. And I went like 3 hours over on my allotted like PTO. And I remember my manager sent me a message and had me come meet with her in her cubicle. And I thought it was just like a checkup, whatever bullshit. And she brought up that I was over on it. And then brought me to one of the more official offices up front where there's like some
Good.
big dude standing there, some big bald guy with the goatee, just standing there watching
James?
us talk.
Brad.
James
probably.
asked, he's more like a Will Sasso build, so bigger than
Okay.
James.
Yeah.
And they basically said the same thing and said, we have to let you go. And I was like, I remember I was upset and also like what the fuck did this come from? You guys gave me no warnings or anything leading up to this, and now you're just firing me. And they're like, we're gonna have to ask you to leave and leave quietly.
Jesus.
And then that guy like puffed out his chest and he's like, you best do what they say. I'm like, what the fuck? You got like a bouncer at your fucking call center?
Is that
You
the
might-
guy's job? Is that
You
why
might
he's
steal
there?
the whiteboard.
I think he was just one of one of the bigger guys that sat at a fucking desk all day taking calls.
It's like, hey, Paul,
Can you
come
help me?
escort this guy out. Get off the phones for a few.
He's like, hell yeah.
Dude, I remember I worked at a call center for I mean, I worked in the sense that I got a paycheck. I worked for half a day when I was going to Paul Mitchell, and the reason I don't remember the name, honestly,
Yeah, we should not say
Liter-
names. Sorry, I'll stop doing that.
but literally the reason that I didn't stay and like keep the job was because I couldn't make it through the full day because I just had a boiling diarrhea building up, and I was just sitting there while they were trying to teach me, and the whole time I'm just like fucking sweating, like, oh my god, we gotta get a break soon.
Oh
And
no.
I went on that break. I never fucking came back, dude.
Jay, you have the body of a man that would have diarrhea for at least half
Dude.
the week.
It looks like I have diarrhea in my hips all the time. I'm just a fucking troll. Got a
You
weird
just
body,
seem
bro.
like that type of guy.
The trolls
And
are
I do.
famous for their diarrhea hips.
This last week that I haven't been drinking, I started to get solid shit. They're so hard to fucking clean.
Dude, get a bidet. They're $20.
I know I really need to. I
You
think I'm
turn
gonna
your
get
water
a
off.
bidet and a phone tripod thing this weekend.
Oh
So
yeah.
you can film yourself using the bidet. I get it.
Oh, dude. Good idea.
And you should also jerk it. Have at least one
One
completion.
jerk vid. Get the ring light out.
Yeah. No, my sister is buying me a ring light for my birthday, which is coming up. So shout out Lacey. Thank you for that. I'm
Ding
very
light.
poor.
Money.
I always wanted a
But
ding
you-
light.
Dink light. Jay, that story of you not being able to make it through it reminds me of when Z and I used to work for Jax. If you guys have listened to previous episodes, you know all the stories about Jax. It's basically just like a production line warehouse.
I
fuck
love that
fest. It's
I've never
horrible.
seen it. I love picturing you guys there because I know what it would be like, but I don't know what that one's like. And picturing you two young there, I'm just like, what the fuck were you doing there?
I know Zach seemed. I had my doubts with Z because he felt like he didn't belong.
Impossible.
I
He's
don't
not-
belong anywhere.
Not to
That's the
insult Z,
problem.
but Z fucking ponied up and became a badass laborer, which I guess is what we were.
A tire tosser, a TT.
Tire tosser, tire fixer,
tossing
tire
them
baker.
tires, fighting them bald bulls off, singing with a juggalo, living life.
And also doing very well at our job. But I remember a friend of mine worked for an industrial sales company, and he said, I can get you a job as a salesman. And that's back when like mid-20s. And I, smoked quite a bit of reefer at the time.
Letty.
He was a hookaholic. He was a regular
But,
hookah
Hookah.
guy.
Dude, I hooked the fuck up every night. It got me crazy tired.
Crazy hookah.
But I was so unhappy at working at Jack's because it was just mindless work that I was like, I'm gonna go be a salesman, which both of you guys know me. I'm not built for that. I'm not an outgoing person. I'm not one to like try to convince someone to buy something.
He's built
Everyone
Ford
around me-
tough.
It's
I was built Ford
uncomfortable.
tough. It's uncomfortable. I'm not made for it. And my father-in-law, who was my manager, said, he basically said like, Jake, you're not gonna succeed in this. He's like, you don't have the personality. And like, there's certain people that are good salesmen, and then there's people like you. And I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna prove you wrong, bitch.
I like
And
that.
yeah, I mean, I got some life experience out of it. I got to learn that I am not a salesman, but I am good with people. I'm more of a people pleaser though, which doesn't really work for being a salesman because you don't push. You're just like, hey, if you're happy, I'm happy.
I'll give it to you half off, brother.
Yeah.
How about that?
But I ended up taking that job, and they send you to Minnesota, which we talked about
Minnesota.
earlier. Minnesota. And
Minnesota.
I had to do a 2-week training class, which is like literally a classroom setting, but everyone has computers. And I went from being like a heavy smoker to just cold turkey. And sitting in that class, I was sweating fucking bullets, and I was so anxious. And I had to get up and like do like mock sales calls, like, no, yeah, I'm just here from. It was fucking hell. All 2 weeks of it was fucking hell. I forget why I brought that up. Oh yeah, Jay's job. But I did end up working there for like 2 years, made some money, and bounced. Jay, you look weird.
I don't know what's happening. I'm
It's
here. I'm just
broken.
not here.
It looks
If
like a
I'm here,
picture
I'm
of your
queer,
asshole.
baby. It
I
does. Just
had
the
a
dots and the slits and the dude. Fuck that. I really don't want to backtrack, but I really want to backtrack because I thought it was an interesting topic.
Track
You guys
back
were-
it.
You know how you were talking about sometimes you have dreams and you don't know where you are and shit like that?
Right.
I think it's weird when you have dreams and you know shit about a place you've never been to, and like
Ooh.
you're in a building or something and you know it's your job and you know what your responsibilities are and shit, and you're trying to fulfill them. But why? Like, where the fuck does that information come from? Why
I
you
know,
just
it's like
make up a job?
you would think that your brain would just default to the thing that you know, and it just be your job. Or like with the
Yeah,
school thing, you think it would always be Bonneville High School, the
something
thing that our
know.
brain knows, but it's always like some weird different thing, which just adds anxiety really, because you're like, I don't even know this building. I don't know that teacher. I've never seen it before.
You just simulation. You're just like, okay, this is my life now.
Dude,
dude.
oh, go ahead, Z.
I was just gonna say on like with those kind of dreams too, I remember this would kind of happen more as I was older. But I would always have dreams that our old band, Cremation 186, was gonna play a show. And it would
Yes,
be
Z.
like everyone's back together, we're playing a show, and my dream would always just be like right before the show. We'd be like at the place, and I'd be like, I haven't practiced. I haven't played these songs in like 15 years.
Exactly.
I have, and we're going up right now. I mean, and luckily, like the sex streams, I always wake up before I go up there and suck. But like,
Yeah, but you have to deal with all of the
Just like
anxiety
the
that
sex
comes
dreams.
before it.
but
I know, I
yeah,
wish the sex streams would last.
and
I
it's
wish I
just,
could get to the sucking part of the sex dreams.
I don't know if you guys have dreams like that, if you used to act in plays and you have dreams where you got to go up and you don't know any of your lines or anything like that, tell us in the comments. Those are interesting stories. I'd like to hear.
Even the school ones, because I
Yeah.
guarantee almost every person, unless you're like, "Ugh, I went to college. Woo, I've been to college.
I hardly remember any days.
I cared about school." I think that the reason that we get those dreams is because we didn't care about school, and it just our subconscious is like, This is what happens if you don't care. I'm not trying to interpret dreams. I will say this though. As soon as I became a parent, my dreams changed. I still get those like once, twice a year. The being unprepared for something. But now all of my dreams, all of my bad dreams are it always involves like a grizzly bear or a mountain lion or even
Bear
like
spots.
a velociraptor or like a tornado or an earthquake, and it's always I'm not able to get to my kids. Like as soon as I had kids, my dreams were like, here's a new anxiety.
Jesus, fuck
What?
that.
Think about this. You can't protect your kids and they're gonna die. It's like new fear unlocked.
You're
And
just
so
Dude,
now
you're just
I've had-
Brad Pitt, dude. World War Z. In every dream.
oh,
Jake, I had a horrible comparison to that dream.
cats.
So, yeah, I've got 3 cats. Dude,
Beautiful cats, beautiful felines.
beautiful. You've seen most or all of them. I don't know. But, dude, this dream fucked me up. So, in my dream, I was like 13th story at this fucking resort, basically like the place I stayed in Cancun. And right below my patio on the outside, there was the pool. And for some reason, the edge off. And so,
Wait,
oh,
we should get you back on cam so we can. Z's gonna have to do a lot of editing on this episode.
dude, I don't know why my internet's fucking shitty.
Is that what it is? The
I
internet?
assume. I mean, everything I can see and hear you guys just fine.
Jeff's downloading HD porn again.
My LimeWire's going.
Get that Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
God, I need it. I need it now. I need to look at fucking a quarter of a naked picture of Jenna Jameson. God damn it.
Oh. Dude, I
God.
miss when porn was exciting.
Right?
All right.
Okay. So in my dream, there's no edge to the patio on the 13th
guardrail?
story. Yeah. Like there's nothing to prevent you from going off. And for some reason, I had my 3 cats with me, and 2 white ones were sitting there looking over down.
I love
and-
whites.
Oh, good hairy whites. And something scared them, like something banged behind me or something, and one of them flipped the fuck out, turned around, and went to run inside. And you know how cats don't know what they're doing; they're just fucking. She fucking jumps off of the other cat and pushes it off of the edge.
Oh my
and
god.
it's just all the way. I watch it land in the pool, and I'm like, maybe she's okay. You know,
Oh, she landed in a pool.
in my
Dude,
yeah.
I have seen videos of cats falling like 10 stories and just getting
And they
up and
just-
walking away.
Yeah, they're wild.
Because they have they're almost like flying squirrels. They open their
Oh, wind
legs.
resistance.
yeah, and their like little armpit skin
Oh, that's cute.
create
As fuck.
some drag. It's fucking crazy. Like somehow
Oh, shit.
that's in their DNA. Like you're gonna fall, but when
I
you
see-
do,
And I've seen them do the helicopter with their tail, like they're.
okay, what is this?
I just think
Sonic?
it's hilarious.
Sonic.
Like they're trying to save
This Tails?
themselves, you know. They're just- but
God,
So,
why do we
yeah.
always end up back on cats?
because this is the Cat Dad podcast, dude.
Guys with cats.
Guys,
Guys
with
with
cats.
cats. But
We'll eventually rename it.
I tried to run down to go look, and for some reason I couldn't get to it because I go around this path and suddenly everything changes. Like the scenery
Ooh.
completely changes. I don't even know where the pool is anymore.
Oh yeah. I mean
Yeah.
that's typical dream state type shit.
Shit's fucked up, dude.
It really is. So is
So is
your
my
phone.
camera. Fucking damn it, what's going on?
I'm tired of looking at your like binary version of your asshole. It's all zeros and ones.
Binary,
Is what is that term?
binary
Z?
code, yeah, 0 1s.
Okay. I'm non-binary.
Code, asshole.
I got a 2 in there. I'm not binary.
Oh, he's got the 2.
Mm, I got
Dude,
the
I never have
2.
this problem. This is fucking frustrating.
Yeah, just, don't talk anymore, and then it's not an issue.
Oh, hey, he's back.
I have like are we done with the dream talk?
We're done with my cat story
Only
at
if we're
least.
done.
Dude, we should all start taking Alpha Brain, because when I did take Alpha Brain, I had the most vivid, fucked up dreams.
I had some today, bro.
Wow.
Do you have fucked up dreams?
Will become the Dreamcast.
Oh, I can't remember, but I do feel like I had dreams last night.
I mean, I'm a dream.
I do
This
know what you
is-
mean, though. You do have more dreams and more vivid dreams, or at least you remember them better. And you're like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Riveting.
Does anybody remember their
More
first
riveting
sex dream?
dreams. No. I had one. I don't know if it was real. It was with my mom. It was a long time ago. Could have been real, could have been a dream.
There's a difference between dreams and fantasies.
That's
Dude,
true.
I don't even have a response for none of that.
Do you
But-
remember the first YouTube video you ever saw?
No, dude, I don't even care about YouTube.
I know it's funny because YouTube, when it came out, was just like, why would we use this? And there was nothing on it yet.
Yeah, man, were we fucking wrong.
Were you?
My
Do you have one,
God.
Z?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Tell me.
Well, do you remember those? They had these
Fuck my sex dreams, I guess.
Yeah, we've had enough of that.
go back to your sex dream.
No.
This shit's not even
No.
interesting.
This isn't
No.
this is the Dreamcast.
I just thought we were on one topic for a really long time is all.
No, I was
Oh.
I was looking to do the same thing, Z. So let it rip. I'm curious if it's my first YouTube as well.
No, it was just those. They did like overdubs of these 80s like G.I. Joe PSAs. And there was just one where the house was on fire and the G.I. Joe got like these 2 kids are cooking. And then the guy's running in and he's like, pork chop sandwiches. And the house is
Yeah.
on fire. And he's, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here.
Grab
I
the
don't know.
stick. Don't grab the stick. I remember that shit.
G.I. Joe.
I remember the telephone wire one.
Body
What is
massage.
that one?
Body massage.
I never saw that one. I remember
It's just
pork
a
chop
telephone
sandwiches.
wire that got disconnected. It's all flanging around in the street, and then this army guy comes up. Body massage. Use this weird tool to like pick it up. Body massage. Body massage.
I mean, where are those people now that overdubbed a G.I. Joe cartoon?
Balloon shop and then probably something better.
No, dude. They're
Oh,
probably
yeah, I mean,
they're
there's
probably
some-
working at Adult Swim.
They're probably working at McDonald's.
Well, dude, the guys that made Chuck Testa, fucking My Mythical Morning. Fucking crazy.
Oh, he has a show?
Dude, it's Rhett and Link, and they have
Oh
a
yeah.
podcast called My Mythical Morning where I think they eat a bunch of different foods and talk about them and shit and do fun little games and stuff, but they're the
Chuck
ones
Testa
who made
guys?
Chuck Testa.
Yeah, I've heard of Rhett and Link a lot, but I didn't know they made Chuck Testa.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
either.
I heard, like, I just happened to see them talking about it, like, on a clip, and I was like, no, like, putting those two things together, finally knowing who did it, and seeing what they're doing now all at the same time, I was just like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Because I could
I
be
know
wrong,
you would expect them to
but
fall off.
I
Yeah.
think that they had a TV show is where Chuck Testa came from, where they like made unconventional commercials for certain companies.
Yeah,
And
they were doing
I want to
yeah,
say
a
it
lot
was
of
on like
commercials.
Independent Film Channel or something like that. It was on like a smaller channel, but I don't remember what it was called at all. But yeah, I feel like it came from some reality show. It was almost like a Nathan For You vibe where they're like helping businesses, but being a little like quirky and silly with it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, I knew what
I
you
do
were
remember
talking about.
Balloon Shop was one of the early ones, the meat one.
Got
Hey
money.
man, what you eating?
Hey, Ben.
Doesn't he slap him with it or something?
It
He
just
like
gets so
flops
out
it
of
on the
control.
grass, I think.
Yeah, I remember the grass. You guys
Re-
remember? Let's get some shoes.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Fucking shoes.
I'm
And
gonna look that up right
muffins.
now.
Dude, it's so good.
Wait,
Chuck
what's the muffins
Skerritt.
one?
Or
It
no,
was like the
Tom
same guy.
Skerritt.
Remember, he's like showing off all the muffins as the old lady, and he's like banana nut muffin, blueberry muffin, going through them, and then it just starts
Asbestos
getting
muffin.
ridiculous.
Dude, really
it's a
nothing
glass
has
muffin.
nothing has changed when you think about it. Because there's so many it's basically like the one-hit wonder of social media. There's like the flash in the pan creators that make like one or two videos where everyone's like, oh my god, and there's 5 million views, and then they just disappear forever.
And
It's the same
still-
shit right now.
It's just on TikTok instead,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
definitely the same for sure. Like certain creators out there that are working really hard keep the consistency, but
You know who my favorite one is?
Rick Sturdy jeans.
Nah, he gave it up. He's making jeans now. Mr. Beast, he has the most compelling content. I never know what's gonna happen. He makes chocolate bars that my kids have to have. I mean, also Logan Paul makes a sports drink that my kids have to have, and I love putting money in those guys' pockets because they need it.
they do and they deserve
And
it.
that's exactly right. And they're making something nobody else can make. It's different completely in every way. It's probably healthier. I mean, it's gotta
Oh, yeah.
be. I mean,
It's insane.
and it's definitely not a money grab because he's got so much money. He's probably just making them for free. That's why you have to pay for them.
Yeah, he's not taking advantage of kids that watch YouTube that
And
enjoy
people
his
who just make
content.
enough money to do anything they could dream of, that type of thing.
I love the idea of the money that I work for going into their pockets. It's like a fulfilling feeling.
It's like supporting local business, you know?
Exactly.
You feel great about it every time.
It feels amazing. I mean, Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, rest in peace. I just wanted to make
Dude,
a
I
run.
send donations to Bill Gates every week. Just
Oh,
because
yeah.
I mean, he's doing so much for the community. Is he alive?
And yeah, I
I
think
can't
so.
remember.
Oh, he's alive. The guy from Apple died like 15 years ago. What was his name? The Apple
Steve Jobs.
Oh yeah, Stevie Boy. Yeah,
Stevie
he's gone.
Boy. Rest in peace.
See, him
Hopefully
I
they
might have
buried.
actually donated. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, hopefully they buried him with my money.
Bury me with my money.
Dude, I hear that one of those two dudes, I can't remember which, is not giving their kids shit. And I think that's fucking hilarious.
That's great. I love it.
Pretty cool.
Come
Fuck
here
kids.
to the
I mean, that-
Findings podcast for half facts.
Half facts. We don't half facts.
Half facts today.
Oh
We love it.
no. Let's not get fucking Gary Jordy into here.
Gary,
Guys, we
his
should probably
name?
hit an Drew Jordy?
No, the fucking guy with the annoying voice.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey, thank you.
Rest in
Sorry.
peace.
It wasn't Gary Jory.
Not even close. Let's hit an ad break.
Maybe Jason will come back.
Oh, shit. That's too bad. You guys missed me losing it.
We could hear you, but I don't know how Zach's gonna edit that podcast with you talking.
Dude, I don't know. I'm so fucking sorry. I don't know what's happening.
Well, we
just-
have
Jake just has to make us a gerbeans of you that we can cut to.
that's I can make a good one. Realistic. $29.99 per minute that I spend on
The
making it.
money's in your account. I mean, I gave you 1,000, so do what you can with it. Give me at least 3 minutes.
Whether you're on the job or being a hot babe. If you have to poop your pants, you need some dirty jeans. Rick's got you covered. Rick's the only jeans with the patented poop protection, so you can shit yourself on the job and just keep going. Rick's dirty jeans.
Oh,
Now that's an
Yeah.
ad. I mean,
all I can say is my wife bought 6. My sister said she's gonna get a couple. I got my mom to consider trying them.
and I mean, what else do you need to hear?
The great thing is they
Folks.
got free delivery. So before you know it, all that meat that's sitting in your kitchen can be bam frozen in that new refrigerator.
Exactly. Well, free shipping in US and Canada.
Yeah.
True, yeah, we don't go international. Well,
No,
I mean,
why would we?
Well, Puerto Ricans don't use fridges. I don't know. They might.
true. Well, we stopped delivering to Mexico because we realized even when you refrigerate stuff there, it's still loop.
It still loses its appeal. I see.
Yeah.
I
Do you
didn't know
guys
what
remember my
said.
Mexican freezer
No.
when I
What was-
lived at Jay's house?
I'm like trying really hard to remember what it was.
Dude, it would be in the wintertime. I would have like anything
Oh shit!
anything that would perish if it wasn't cold. And I remember I had La Victoria hot sauce that instead of walking 20 feet and putting it in your fridge, I would put it in what I called my Mexican freezer, which was like on Jay's windowsill in his room. And there was a blanket that kept it cold. And I remember it was like late winter, early spring, and there was a couple of like warm days where it sat there. And it probably got it probably hit 80 degrees in that window because it's just a little oven. Either it conducts the cold or it conducts the heat. And so this hot sauce baked in there, and then I used it, and it was not good.
Why
Do you
was
remember-
it a Mexican freezer?
Because it wasn't a real one.
No comment.
Oh, yeah. No comment, dude. That's you trying to lead me into something?
Yeah, you trying to pin us down?
Dude, do you do you remember that igloo that we built outside of the fucking window?
Oh my god.
That shit was fun.
Was that your Eskimo freezer, you racist?
Eskimo
Inuit,
I'm sure I'm sure igloos have frozen a couple Inuits into it TurboTax once or twice.
Intuitives.
I've never been into it.
You've been into this.
We all have.
Yeah, it's true. It's not a
Yeah, you're
bragging
easy.
point. But yeah, Jay, I remember that from the same bedroom we had like this tunnel that went into a big igloo. Not really an igloo. It was like a pile of snow that we hollowed out. We go hang out in there, jerk each other off.
All right.
Dude, we probably caused water damage around that windowsill at this point. I don't know.
You should ask your dad.
I remember we had this mountain of snow because Zach Russell lived in his garage, and we were all too afraid to go piss in the house. It was before they had invented the Shy Guy pisser.
Shy Guy Pisser.
So we would all step outside Zach Russell's garage, and there was a designated spot that everybody could pee that was like, yeah, go pee over there. That's okay. I
It
mean,
was like
front of
next
the
to a
house.
wooden fence.
yeah, luckily nobody shit there as far as I know, but just
That's
a pee
true.
spot. But I remember we just kind of ignored it all the time because we were at like that kind of like 19 to 21 age group where you were kind of like sleeping in late every day, staying up all night. So most of the time we were hanging out at Zach Russell's, it was dark outside because it was winter too, obviously. But I remember one day seeing it in the sun
Ooh.
for the first time, and it was just this fucking mound of just brown and yellow, just death. It was like the fucking drone heap outside. It was breathing. It had a phone number.
Oh my God. Did you call it?
It hit on my mom, but it
The
was
drone heap? Oh my God.
fucking
Okay.
disgusting.
Shit.
So be careful about that. Don't just blindly piss in one spot. Is a lesson we'll learn today.
Yeah.
Unless you want a drone heap, which
Yeah. If
I
you
don't know, I don't
want
Because
blame
to
you.
lose your mom to a drone heap, that's up
this
to you.
the same rules apply to a Mexican freezer as they do like a piss spot. Because I used to piss out of my window. I lived in a basement. And so you have that big window well.
Oh, that's
And
why
you-
it was Mexican, because you pissed in it? You fucking racist.
Never said it. Cecilio, we're cool. But no, like you have an unfinished basement that you've lived in at a previous time. You don't want to go upstairs to piss every fucking
Cecilio.
however long it takes to piss, however often people piss these days. And so you open the window, you piss out the window, and then spring hits and that hot sun comes out and it just bakes all that piss, covered leaves and soil. It's not a good smell. It's kind of like the piss bottle, Justin's piss bottle basement.
Oh, the legendary piss bottle from the last episode.
I think that's one of our sponsors, Justin's piss bottle basement.
It's a really good way to actually like kill any rats, rodents,
I
pests in your house.
never
You-
saw anything but bugs in there, so you might be right.
well,
Exactly.
it doesn't kill bugs, but it kills larger things. You got a possum in there,
Coons? Raccoons?
raccoons. Yeah.
I cut
Good
out the first.
clarification for one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The clarification itself was kind of racist.
My son Mason has to do a book report and he did it on Where the Red Fern Grows. And they have him illustrate his favorite scene
Oh God.
where the coon dog is chasing the coon. And so you see a little shitty drawn dog and then another little raccoon shaped thing. And it's like coon dog, coon. I was like, you should just do like an RA. Is there 2 C's? I was like, just make it raccoon. Like,
think
let's
2
not,
Cs.
let's play on the safe side. You're in fucking 6th grade.
They just
Coons!
fucking kick him out. Your son has just been really dogging on these coons, as it were.
Yeah. We know where he's going with this. We know why it's his favorite book. He's racist.
Well,
Guys.
he's not talking about Huckleberry Finn, is he?
Oh, and we're Jim.
Yeah, that one's racist.
Also,
There's a
Z,
lot of racist shit in the past. I mean,
good editing right there. Because I said N-word Jim, but you made it sound like I said N-word Jim.
I did. We're all so proud.
I always say the real word. It's a book. I like to say the word.
Check them out.
It's like singing a
Books.
song, I'm gonna say it.
Check them out.
Boys, I got to tell you a really shit story That's not really a story, but it happened to me today. And so we got to give current events in our lives. We're real people. We live. I recently have been painting parts of my house. I painted our front door black because
Paint it
Monica wanted it black.
You saw
was-
a red door.
It wasn't red. It was like a shit brown color.
God, you
But I-
fucking loser.
I
I
saw
thought-
a shit brown door. I want to paint it black.
I could have painted it red beforehand
You should have.
just for the sake of the
For
song.
the podcast. It's fucking ruined.
You know what, Z? I should lie more. You're right. So it was a red door, and she wanted it painted black.
Yay.
Holy shit! Where did that come from?
But I painted our door black. I painted the trim around it black. And then you guys know those things like if your house has an attic, not an addict, because both your houses have those.
I was gonna say, dude, my apartment probably has more than
Mine
me.
doesn't. What are you getting at, dude?
I have met your kids.
Chill the
dude.
fuck out. I'm mad.
I know they're addict to something.
But no, if your
You're
house has a,
addicted to you.
I'm addicted to you. Was that Simple Plan?
Yes.
I love that I'm still making the shape of what the top of a house looks like to remind you guys.
YMCA.
Good job, Jay.
But no, there's the peak of the roof, and then there's like this thing that's shaped like this to let air move through the attic.
Yeah. We get
There's
it.
that thing. Okay. Trying to paint a picture. I'm a very slow storyteller.
Well,
if
paint it
the
black
fans-
already.
Well, I'm getting there.
Get
I'm getting there.
Okay.
It's in a-
there. I've been there since yesterday.
It's in a very weird spot. It's above my garage where there's like a partial roof, and then there's a big flat wall that has that shape thing that I
Mhm.
wanted to paint black.
Yeah.
I
that
like-
thing again.
I like blacks. So I paint my stuff black. And she hates the color that it currently or was earlier today.
She hates blacks.
Previously
Yeah, sorry guys. hold on.
on church.
I'm back.
I'm black.
No, it was like this
Alright.
faded blue bullshit against our stucco. And so I said, I'm going to paint it. I'm going to be a guy and I'm going to paint it. I'm going to be a guy that paints. And so I get my 10-foot ladder out. It's a 10-foot A-frame ladder. Stick it right there. It's still a foot shy of the rain gutter, which leads to the roof. And so I have Monica hold the ladder while I climb up. And it's super fucking sketchy climbing up. Also, this little section of roof, it's like Mount Everest. Like I should have had like the hook shoes, whatever those hook shoes are that they wear or mountain climbers.
Yeah.
I should have
Mountain
had
cleats or something.
a lapel. What's a lapel?
Ooh.
Lapel, is that a thing?
I think
Like
that's
a
for
collar,
fancy
isn't it?
stuff.
Oh yeah,
because you wear a
I should have had that also. But I should have had the rock climbing thing that
Chuck and
people,
Dale's in it.
where if I fall, I'm like, oh, and it saves me. I climb my ass up there with my little bucket of paintbrush, and some masking tape. And I quickly mask it, and then I start painting it, and I notice I'm like Monica's in the house at this point. I start sliding. Mind you, this little section of roof is like maybe 3-4 feet long if you were to measure it. Then there's a rain gutter, and then there's my driveway, which is a whole 11-12 feet below me. The ladder's invisible because it's more tucked in. But as I start painting it, I start sliding, and there's nothing to hold on to at all. And I'm constantly sliding and like re-gripping myself as I'm trying to paint this thing. And I eventually I'm just fucking splashing paint. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Why are you not getting down?
Because so there's the roof, and then there's the rain gutter, and then there's a ladder that I can't see, and I'm sliding. See, this is one of those stories you'd have to be there to realize how scary it was.
Oh no,
Dude,
I think I get it.
I was fucking shaking so hard and thinking of, I'm like, I'm going to slide off this roof. If I land in the driveway and get snagged on the rain gutter, probably dead. If I somehow manage to like land feet first, broken legs, broken ankles, like it's a fucking drop. And so my course of action, if I were to slide off, was to jump onto the hood of her van. And I mean, her van takes a fucking beating. She would have
I
been
was gonna
mad.
say she is not gonna like that, dude. Not after that quarter panel.
But like that was literally what I was thinking. But dude, I haven't been that scared in probably 5 years or something.
Were
I'm
you
like,
That's real fear.
I'm going to fall.
were you
because
that
it was a-
scared when
hurt,
you
death.
Yeah, I was thinking of just the raw pain of like broken bone, like landing on my tailbone, or just a broken leg that's
me
poked
ask
through the
you.
skin.
In that moment, did you feel like you had an idea of what it was gonna feel like if it happened?
Yes, I was already picturing myself in the hospital, and like, no, I was picturing myself from when I land until I have like pain meds. I'm like, that's the thing. I've already knew in my head, I've never felt this pain before, but I'm going to feel it for the first time as a 34-year-old. Like, this is going to be really bad. And I just kept re-gripping and then I called Monica. I'm like, you have to come move the ladder. And I like somehow jimmied my way over to put my feet on the top and slowly climb down. I survived, guys. I wish that I could stand up in a wheelchair right now and be like, just kidding. I shattered my femurs.
I don't think you really wish that though.
No, I mean, it's not really an entertaining story. It's
Oh,
like
fuck that, dude. You had me thinking about being up there the whole time. Like, most of my job is doing pretty fucking sketchy shit. So I was like, I think about that shit all the time.
And it was so high. I used to jump off my roof all the time as a kid. There's no way it was that high. I don't know what would they build these certain houses. It's like literally 11, 12 feet if you stand at the edge and drop. I was like, even if I jumped in the grass, something's gonna fucking break. But I'm alive. I'm in a wheelchair. Surgery
Well, dude,
tomorrow.
And on
You're strong without legs.
On
Strong
top-
without legs.
On
I
top
do
of that,
have
I think it's just insane to, I mean, think about, me jumping out that window in the video from the older episodes and stuff.
oh yeah.
But I was planning to do it. If that thing tips or tilts or whatever and you go down, you're not planning to fall away. You know how to fall and, mitigate damage. You're just gonna fucking fall. And that's so
Dude, that
crazy.
was the scary part, is if it was just a roof that ended and I could slide off of it and land on, like, try to do that little ninja roll that you learn when you jump off of roofs a lot. There wasn't that. There was a rain gutter. And I'm like, that thing's gonna catch me in a weird way and fucking twist me. I'm gonna land on my neck and just
Dude,
And
I
then
picture Christmas Vacation.
oh god.
When's the last time you saw that shit?
I mean, 15 years ago, probably.
That's upsetting. It is one of mine and Tia's favorite movies. It's so good. It has Elaine from Seinfeld in it. It's great in so many ways. But yeah, motherfucker, just him trying to put up the lights and he catches the rain gutter like you're talking about. That's the only thing I can think of that might save you, is if all of that rain gutter is connected enough to, like, you fall,
you up.
catch it is all connected, so it like kind of pulls and carries you down. But what if it doesn't? What if it just comes off in this one piece and you just drop like a stone?
Well, no, what it would do is I would grab it and it would hold just enough to swing my body back, and then I would just back flop onto
Oh, just
cement.
hit the back of your head on the
Yeah, I'd be gone. You guys would have to find a new podcast friend.
It'd be pretty easy, so don't worry. Um,
Ouch.
just thought we were gonna be mean, you know?
No, you didn't hurt my feelers.
You fucking rude, Jason.
Dude, so as far as like do it yourselfy type things go, nerdy as fuck, but we had to go to Lowe's and have a guy cut a board big enough to fit a puzzle, a 3,000 piece puzzle on it.
I mean, 3K is big. What is the puzzle of?
It's literally for Zach, basically. Like he bought it and everything. I have definitely done most of the work on this motherfucker so far, but it's
Zach
gonna
Russell,
be his.
not Zach me.
Yeah, it's gonna be my roommate Zach Russell's when it's actually done. But dude, we went to cut the board or get a board and have it cut at Lowe's because I live in an apartment. I can't do that shit myself. I don't have tools. All right, guys, I'm
Bingo.
not a man. Anyways,
Yeah.
but
Paint your roof thing.
so we go there, we find this board that's perfect. 75% off. Fuck yeah, dude.
Dang.
What are the odds, you know? And we find this dude, we're like, hey, you guys cut wood here, right? He's like, yeah, like really hesitant. We're like, okay. And he's like, we don't do project cuts. We're like, okay, we just need like literally like a rectangle, like enough.
Can you define project cuts?
Oh, he did. He said like, you know, like building a coffee table or this or that, you know, like they won't sit and do all those cuts for you.
Oh, right, like a bunch of different cuts.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
specific angles and shit, which
Yeah.
thank fucking God, a little bit of foreshadowing. Dude.
Ooh.
We're asking for a rectangle of a specific size, right?
Oh, that's easy. It's like this length by this length.
That's
Right?
simple. Literally that simple. As far as I understand, I've never cut one and had it change shape on me. So dude, this was fucking crazy. In Lowe's, they have this big fucking saw just on this like
Yeah,
you know, rig that goes left, right, up, down, all
I
that.
seen it.
And all we needed was a 50 by 35 is what we wanted.
That's actually really confusing because you would have to measure this length and then this length. So it's like
Not
two
if you had a-
things.
Hey, motherfucker. I could have done this shit. If I knew how to work that machine, he could have taught me how to work the machine and it would have been done faster. Okay. So we asked him to cut a 50 by 35 off of this piece of wood. And it's taken forever just to start. Like once we actually get them over there. And so Tia and I are like, well, we're going to go look at, you know, just home shit, check shit out. We
Dude,
look at
go to the fuck. I'm sorry, you were on a roll.
doors.
No, go to the light aisle. The light aisle is the
Oh,
best.
we did.
I
We
fucking
did.
love
light
that aisle.
dude. It was cool. And then we
Amazing.
went, like we went through all of the different light aisles, and then they got the
So
ones
many
for like
lights.
you know hydroponics. We got your hydroponics. You know?
Hydroponics. I didn't realize they sold those.
Look at all the
Oh, dude.
lights.
It's everywhere, but
It's a blue
So-
light special.
So many lights.
literally Tia and I are gone for so long, and she keeps wanting to look at more stuff. I'm like, dude, they're probably done. Like, we got to go check and shit. And
Oh,
keep going.
that's a 1 minute cut. Both cuts combined should be 1 minute. if you know how to use a measuring tape
Okay,
and this
yeah,
weird big saw,
exactly my point, dude.
yeah,
Like, so we are, we're gone, I wanna say at least 15 to 20, dude. And I'm like, there's no way they're not done with this shit. We get back. They cut one wrong already. How? For one, it
it's
came
really
out like,
confusing.
dude, it came out like 3 inches short in one way and 2 on another. And we're like,
Are these guys in
That's-
training?
dude, it was insane. So come to find out when I get back, Zach has been teaching them how to cut the wood. He's like, so he tells the guy the dimensions. The guy goes to mark 50 inches this way in the center of the wood.
Oh, what? Measuring from the center?
From the center. He's like, okay, 50.
He's like, they need
center.
an oval. He's just getting creative. He's like, if we did an oval, it would be cooler. Because
Dude,
it's
it's
an
like-
oval.
That's just insane to begin with. Like Zach's like, well, no,
Wait, who's
man,
Zach?
you want Z Russ, my roommate.
Wait, he was there helping them?
He was the one telling him how to do it because T and I just left. We're like, we're gonna go walk around. Dude,
What? You didn't add this aspect to the story that Z-Russ
I thought
was-
I did.
did he, Z?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, so
I
his
mean,
dad
that's
does,
hilarious that-
drywall, so he should know how to cut shit, to be fair. But yeah,
Uh,
so he's the one teaching him, and he's like, the guy puts the mark in the center of this big thing of wood, and he's like, well, you're gonna want to put it, at the top, so you can fucking line it up with the saw and cut. And the guy's like, oh, okay.
I love that Z-Russ, the guy that has no idea, is telling this. He's like, no, this is how you do it. And the guy's like, oh, yeah,
Dude,
sure.
this took us a good 45 minutes, and I'm not kidding.
How many
like-
boards were cut?
Well, so they cut the first one wrong, obviously, short. And then the second one, Zach's telling him how to do it again. And he still cuts it an inch short. And we're like, you know what? We can make that work. And then the other side, he cuts that motherfucker an inch short. I'm like, are you not getting after any of these cuts where the saw is? What the fuck? So we ended up with like a 49 by 33 or something instead of a 35, which was still fine. But we're like, dude, what the fuck? You work at Lowe's. Your job is man shit. Be a man. And this guy looked grizzled. He looked like he slept in the sun.
Wait, how old? How old was this guy?
Fucking late 40s.
What?
Unless that's how much the sun had damaged his soul.
Dude,
There's
I'm
also
picturing
a
a
kid who looked like
15-year-old.
Harry Potter helping him. That kid I was like, oh, they had to get the young blood in to save the day. That
They had to
kid
get
didn't know what the fuck he was doing either.
The Wizard
Dude.
of Lumber.
Dude,
The lumber wizard.
nobody there knew how to cut this. It was fucking wild. I've never seen stupider people in my life.
See, the crazy part is, and I talked to my kids about this recently, of when you're like age, I don't know, 12 through like 18 into your early 20s, you don't have much common sense, but almost guaranteed you're going to work with people that are older that have common sense. And it's really like embarrassing. Z, you and I have talked about this before, just being like, you're almost like panicked, and so you can't really think. And they're like, grab the bucket. And you're like, what's a bucket? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm preparing my kids for that because they're eventually going to get jobs and it's going to be that way. I was picturing the guy cutting with the saw to be that guy, some guy that can barely legally work there. He's never touched wood in his life besides his own.
Dude, and it's like everything's embarrassing when you're at that phase too. Like shit that really you could easily just like crack a joke with or something and it would be fine.
I
But
know.
it's like humiliating. Like I remember being in 7th grade, which is like 13 years old, 13, 14, something like that. But I just remember being like so socially awkward just as it is. And I was in a class where I didn't really have any friends or anything. And they're like, all right, we're gonna have people come up to the board and do blah blah blah.
Ugh.
So we all have to go up to the board, and I'm so nervous about just having to go up to the board. I have like adrenaline walking up there and just like
Yep.
everything. And I grab my piece of chalk and I just kind of like swing my arm and throw my piece of chalk across the room on accident. And everybody just like busts out laughing at me. And it was so humiliating. Oh, I had to like go over there and grab my chalk from across the room. And it's just funny
Dude.
because as an adult, you can think of like a million ways you could have been like, oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Laughed with them and had it be no big deal.
Yeah, we
But
didn't have the skill set yet.
as a 7th grader, it's just like attention. Oh, shut
And so
down.
you,
Like,
you just
oh.
fold.
Yeah, dude, when you're 45, you don't have that to fall back on.
Yeah, dude, you're just like
Yeah, if you work at Lowe's.
you're like a bitch at the end of a Paranormal Activity movie. You know, you just fold in half.
Oh
Well,
my
dude,
god. What a
it's
pull,
like-
Z.
It's like the girl from Scary Movie that has all the weapons and she grabs a banana. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck, dude? How stupid
Dude,
are you? It's literally that stupid.
It's
I-
crazy to me that there are 40-year-old men out there that are confused by the idea of using a measuring tape, which is so simple.
Dude,
Yeah,
Zach
you
had
just-
to grab the measuring tape from him and use it.
Like
I was
wh-
like,
when
are
I
we
got-
getting this shit for free?
a job with my dad before because my dad works in like man work. He works at like a pallet place as a maintenance guy.
Man work.
When I got a job there, he told me to put on my application that I knew how to use measuring tape. And I kind of like laughed at him. Like, why would I put that? That's like saying you can read, you know? And he's like, no, like you'd be surprised how many people don't know how to read measuring tape.
And dude, there's also with a measuring tape, it's not just like by inch. It could be like 11 feet and 3/16 inches. There's all those little lines that you have to be able to read, which are just basically fractions.
Yeah. You
5.5 inches, which is I think Jay's close to that. 5.5. 5.
height, his height.
5'5".
No, your dick. I'm telling me if I'm getting
Oh,
hotter or colder.
pretty close. I mean, you got
5. Oh, he froze.
Oh, god damn it.
What's
I
up?
said,
Wait,
you gotta add a little bit of length.
I'm just trying to get. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how big that spider was from the
Mhm.
last episode.
Yeah, no, you're really interested in the spider.
I want to know, and I can't see. I'm not wearing my glasses, so.
I can't
Like,
see
you
without
know?
my glasses.
But dude, it's just crazy. It's like we didn't say cut it to a meter. We didn't
Exactly.
say
130 centimeters.
yeah, it's just so weird to be that old and you have a measuring tape in front of you that literally goes in. We
Oh.
need 50 of these, and he's like,
50.
oh, it's
How
like
big is
reading
50?
Braille and you know?
He's like, but the saw is gonna cut. I love that they cut it short too. Cause like I've cut many a wood. I've sucked many a wood. Always cut it big. Always cut it just slightly too big if you're unaware. Also, my saw, I think it's fuck. It's not DeWalt. It's
Oh,
a
it-
Hilti.
Oh, it needs degaussed.
It needs degaussed, and I haven't degaussed it in a while. It's still on Windows
Defrag.
95. But it's not completely accurate. It's not like a industrial fucking super precise saw. So I always cut everything big when I need to cut it, and I'm cut big, boys.
Jake's cut big.
Fuck up.
Our foundlings out there are cut big, I hope. I hope you're all cut big.
I hope they are too.
I hope
I
you
hope
But-
all
Zach taught that guy to measure twice, cut once.
But to
Yes.
the foundlings, if you're ever cutting a piece of wood for a project,
or
whatever
a
other
got
reason,
cut wood for a project.
if
call
you're if
me.
you have cut wood, send the pictures to Jason. But if you're cutting wood, why not err on the side of caution and just cut it a little bit big if it doesn't fit, which I've had that problem a lot with my cut wood. Hardly ever fits. How is there so many
Yeah.
wood?
Dude, when it comes to manly work, there's so much shit. It's so frustrating. My whole job is me trying not to say something to somebody that they can make a sexual joke out of. That's most of it.
Wait, you're worried about them making the sexual joke?
Well, because I just sometimes you just want to fucking get the point across, and so you're like, I don't want to hear another fucking, oh yeah, I'll screw that, you know, just something stupid. So you're like, you try
Wait,
to
like
word it-
coworkers?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you meant customers.
that too.
Damn.
I mean, you're like, yeah, we'll just put some filler on this. I got some filler. All right. Yeah. We all know, motherfucker. Okay.
Dude, what industry are you working in?
Twisting the old Johnson rod.
The man industry, bro. Cars where everybody is the same fucking person, either angrier or happier. That's the only difference.
Jay, you know what that reminds me of?
I don't.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, my favorite
That
black.
is my favorite. It's actually my favorite black as well.
I don't know what's happening. Z, you have to be like the moderator to keep us in check.
I can't
Yeah, dude. We're
can't do
racist.
anything today.
Z,
You guys were out of control. You're like a bunch of stallions let out
No.
of the gate with your dicks rock hard.
swinging
Oh,
about.
dude, mine's tied against my belly right now.
Wait,
But you got to go to, what is it like? God damn it. I don't remember what the horse ranch is called with the horses that are hung like you.
oh, fuck.
Anyway,
How do I not know about this? What are we talking about? Si se
Thank you.
puede, es miércoles, Tia Mune.
I do want to say something to
That'd be weird if I meant something.
anyone that's listened to more than 2 consecutive episodes. Just comment. You could just put a period and then comment that.
Dude,
Just do something. Show us the love, because I hear that we have love. I just want to
I
see it.
know. People
just
tell
wanna
us,
see
but
it.
it's like, yeah, it would be nice to have some verification there, not only for that reason, but also like something to go off of, something to respond to. Like it'd be nice people we know to actually respond to them. Like
it's
I
true.
know my coworker fucking Avery, a little shit rat. I know
Shout out
that you
Avery.
watch.
I'm gonna give you both sides of the peace sign.
Kid's doing better than me. He's got a fucking boat, a truck. He's killing it. And
Love his boat, love his
Filipino,
truck.
half
Keep trucking.
Filipino.
Loves to
Keep
Filipino
fuck.
was
Keep
at least
fucking.
half.
I'm sure he
But-
fucks.
He has a girlfriend, so I like to assume
So keep
not in-
fucking.
in a weird
He's
way.
fucking and trucking, you guys. Everyone should be trucking and fucking out there. It's all
It's
And-
we
like,
hope.
dude, I just want something to go off of. So when next episode, I'd be happy to respond to what should we be drinking that episode? Give us a little fucking
Topics, anything.
What do you want to hear? I mean, ask us
'Cause-
about our lives. We have weird fucking childhoods. So if you got any questions,
And the thing is, our parents didn't give us any confidence or self-esteem. So you guys are our parents. I know you're the foundlings, but we rely on you to make us feel good. Otherwise, we're
Yes.
just speaking
Good point.
Into
Why
the
are we
internet.
here?
Why are we here? Good
Tossing into
question.
the
Like
dark
my life was worth
abyss.
something.
Dark Abyss.
There is a frustrating thing about it. And if anybody out there makes music at home where they're not really playing live shows and you kind of just make music at home, then I know you know how this feels.
Or art
very-
of any kind.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. I just know I've had a lot of music people talk to me about this, but just the whole thing of like, you work so hard on something, you work, you know, some people work weeks and months on songs and then you throw it out there and you get 4 plays
It just falls flat.
and you get
Love
no
foreplay.
love for it. And it's depressing. So when you guys
that-
seriously say one thing, even if you say you're ugly and this is stupid,
Your father's gay.
it means a ton. It seriously does.
No, it really does. And it's not even to like try to boost us in the algorithm or anything. It's just so that we can we need the boost of self-esteem to continue doing it. I mean, we have fun. We have fun doing it, but it's like it is nice to hear. So send
Well-
me asshole and dick pics. 6969 at Gmail. I was one of the first at Gmail, so I got 6969.
Whoa.
Lucky you, dude.
Yeah.
But no, for real. It's just like it's the best way for me to put this. Like, you know, you're putting something out there, and for one, we know certain people that are listening because we know those people and they tell us. And it would just be nice to at least hear the opinion so we kind of know exactly where to go. Like, what do you like to hear? You know, what? Because
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we bounce back and forth between the three of us. Like, what's the most interesting thing to hear? What do you want to hear? And without feedback, we're just guessing. And I
Yeah.
don't know. We try to make it interesting. We try to make it fun. But it's like, throw some shit out there, man. We'll talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Like, ask me any question, I'll answer it. Dude, a Q&A. I mean, shit.
That would be fun.
If
could
we
do it
actually
live
had
at-
enough questions, yeah, we could just sit there and answer those for a little bit at the end of an episode or whatever. Like, that'd be really cool.
I think we should do a talent show one day where you
Well, I'm out.
where us three no, us three are the judges.
Oh, that would
Oh.
be fun. Have
People-
them submit videos.
Fun.
Just submit videos of their talents and we watch them on the show. And
I mean, if
talk
you have
about 'em.
if you got a big cock, I'm saying like 9 inches and
Let me
above.
search it and find out how
Yeah,
hard
Jake's
I
not
gotta work yet.
impressed with an 8-incher that's average. to him.
No, I mean, I'm just saying like there's a level of talent, If if this guy's talented, then you're probably gonna win. So
Yeah,
like I said,
rate
6969 at Gmail.
we'll rate the X like on America's Got Talent. They have X's, that they push when they don't like an act. We'll do the opposite. We'll have dicks, and we'll push our dick button when we like an act when it gives
Oh, I
us a
thought-
boner.
I thought we'd just give him a good money. But okay.
Oh yeah, we could give them money. Yeah, money's probably better.
I
And
don't
then-
know, dude.
Maybe
Then they'll
the
give us a
dick
money
is
shot.
maybe the dick is equivalent
Oh.
to the X, and then we give them money when they're good.
Oh, dude, my ex had a good dick, and my God, the money shot was insane.
On that
Describe
note,
it.
this has been the findings.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Oh
This
yeah,
has
we're
been the
ending.
findings. It's sad to see you all go. I've had so much fun hanging out with all my foundlings.
All of you here in the room with us.
Fuck, I had another thing to say. Hold on.
I've got a couple fountains tied up in my.
I mean, how else are we gonna get subscribers, Jay?
I'm the one that I set a laptop in front of them. Their hands are tied.
And it just replays our episodes.
Jason's
That's the-
ex used
that's
to
the
lap my
comment we
top.
Oh,
Wait, which
fuck.
one? Oh,
He lapped my top good. All right.
Oh, he topped your lap.
He
Gave
lapped
top.
it, like you know how dogs lick stuff and they lap it.
He lapped your top.
And
Yeah,
and
that's
I guess,
better.
Completely do.
I
But yeah,
guess
the
top
top's
is
the lap.
on the bottom.
You give top. Guys, this episode is never gonna end. We're
I
just
know.
it's the longest episode ever.
We just like talking to each other, so we keep going.
All
No,
right,
I
check
had a
out our new
message.
book.
I had a message, I can't remember it. Basically, it was probably just we are not professional entertainers. We all work full-time jobs. And I come fast sometimes. Not always.
And remember that all. And remember to not take everything too seriously.
Yes, and
So-
don't forget 9/11.
If you see something, say something.
Say something, and remember to get our new book. It's called Eat, Pray, and Money.
Do something. Do something.
Do something.